Well, Jahream, obviously a tough loss last weekend. Did you sit down and actually review the game?
Like personally? Yeah, yeah. As a team.
Did you sit down and did Benji show you the replay?
Yeah. We watched parts of the game. They pulled out a few clips. It just wasn't up to our standards, and we're going to be preparing this week hard to win this week.
What was the atmosphere like during that review?
Tough. It was tough, but we definitely needed it. I think it was a big wake-up call for us. So, yeah.
How do you ensure that a loss like that doesn't rattle your confidence too much as a team?
I think just take the lessons out of it. Don't dwell on it too much. Benji said after the game, we should be disappointed, but don't dwell on it. And yeah, there were a lot of lessons in that game, defensively and on our attack. But yeah, we're pretty confident going into this week. We're preparing well.
What was Benji like? Did he spray you, or was he trying to what was the attitude of him trying to get a result out of you after that result?
No, he wasn't. He didn't spray us. He's very calm, but you can just tell he was very disappointed.
This week in training, what's the feeling been like? Did you guys really lift an extra step to try and atone for last weekend?
Yeah, we definitely lifted the energy. And yeah, the standards, like I said, everyone's picking it up this week, and yeah, we're looking forward to Sunday.
How disappointed were you yourselves players to, this happened a couple of times in the last few years, and that's sort of one-sided result, but as players to put up and be involved with it, how disappointed are you with yourselves to basically have that result happen?
Very disappointed, because we know how good we can be, and that was nowhere near how good we can be. And I think we've had a good start to the season, and that was a pretty big shock for us. But like I said, it is a big wake-up call, and we're prepared to move on now.
Once you had that review, how's the sort of reaction from the players been at training this week?
No, very good. Very good reaction from the boys. Everyone's lifted up the intensity at training, and yeah, just prepared.
You yourself towards the end, were you limping a bit, or did you all right at the end of the game?
Nah, I was all good. Yeah. Nothing serious.
Just a big shift.
Yeah.
Personally, excited to match up with Latrell?
Yeah. Versed him twice now, I think, and I haven't beaten him, so I'm excited to verse him again.
And obviously Pappenhausen had a pretty big impact on last week's game, and Latrell's a pretty explosive player himself. If you focused on how to try to shut down those kind of dynamic backs?
Yeah, when we give him Latrell a lot of space, he can do pretty big things for his team, and once he gets in that mode, it's hard to stop him. So I guess just try and get into him early, I guess.
Is Latrell a player that you sort of watched, modelled your game out or looked up to when you were sort of following rugby league?
Yeah, for sure. But he was more powerful than I am. But his running game and his, and especially his defensive reads. I think last week he saved 2 big tries that could have won Broncos the game. So yeah, that's something that I definitely try to model after him.
Yeah, for a big field goal too. You got that now?
Nah, I don't think so.
And another one for the team, Fanua Pole out for a number of weeks. How's he sort of reacted to that news?
That's definitely a big loss for us. He's been killing us this year, and yeah, we're really gonna miss him. But I think he's just focused on his recovery now and looking to come back when he's ready.
Him and Terrell have been awesome up front for you. Is Terrell ready to kind of take even more of a load on?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's ready to take on whatever. You know how he is. He's always working hard no matter what. So yeah.
Terrell and probably possibly Jahream at heading to Blues camp as well. Is there a sense that the rest of you guys are going to have to really step up in their absence, such a loss?
Sorry, can you say that again?
So with Terrell, seemingly Terrell and perhaps Jahream going to Blues camp pretty soon and being away from the team, is there a sense among the rest of you guys that you're really going to have to step up in their absence and lead the team in particular with those guys going?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they're definitely the leaders of the team. So I think some of us younger boys are going to have to find a voice. But I think it's a good opportunity for us younger boys to learn how to be leaders.